the Oliabo call on Tuesday night. Welcome, everyone. Who do we have coming in here today? We have a lot of participants in here joining. The announcement that we always want to make at the beginning of this. Hello, Dr. Tyler. We want to make the, and hello, Ana Rosa. We want to make the announcement that if you don't want your, wow, look at all the people. Hey, Matt, welcome, welcome. John from Virginia, yay, Janine. Okay, so, wow, Ellie from Norway, boy, early for you. David Paxton, all right, Cohen's are there. Whoa, it's all coming. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so if you don't want your, I love it. This is great, guys. This is amazing. I can't keep up with it. James, Phil, oh, great. Okay. So Karen and Charlie, I love it. Barry. Okay, so if you don't want your name, if you don't want to be seen and you want to keep your name confidential, we respect that completely at Oliabo. We respect that. So Steve, thank you for joining. Monica. So Allison, so if you don't want that, just don't mention, just don't make a comment. Okay, so just don't make a comment and we won't, and people won't know you're on there. Dr. de Guzman, there you are, my good friend from Tucson, and Ron and Doris. Anyways, it's wonderful. Wow, look at this group. So many people. Welcome from Canada. Guys, it's incredible. I'm wearing my Toronto Maple Leafs hat. A little bit sad for us from Toronto area because we're getting spanked tonight. The Bruins. We're hopefully, hey, maybe this call will be good luck,
Okay.
good mojo. Okay, very possible. So Patricia, hello. Robin, wow, this is so Melody, my goodness. The names just keep coming. This is so fun. Guys, we are here. Oliabo, you might be wondering, so if you're new, maybe, if you happen to be dialing in for the first time, you wonder, what is this name Oliabo? Where does it come from? Now, Gordon and I, some of you may not know this. We are literally half Italian. Our mother's maiden name was Stefanini. She was born in northern Italy, and this is where this story comes from. And Oliabo is a created name. We have it trademarked, which is beautiful. Olia stands for oil in Italian. It's the Italian word for oil. Happens to be Gordon's daughter's name as well, Leah, which is wonderful. Olia, and then botanica, which is botanical in Italian. So Oliabo. We created this word. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's trademarked. We have officially got that back. We're very pleased about that, and we're in the midst of bringing amazing products to market. And I like how Curtis talks about how it's this awareness gap that exists where people don't know what the true benefits of olive tree derived products, extracts from the leaf, extracts from the fruit, the olive fruit. Many people may not even know that it's a fruit. In fact, I talk to people, they don't know if it's a fruit. Well, let me tell you, it's a fruit. So from the leaf extracts, from the fruit extracts, and from the actual extra virgin olive oil itself. And we're bringing this to market, and we're going to educate the masses, educate the world that, yes, thank you for all those claps, educate the world that this is the next massive supplement to hit the market. And Oliabo is leading the charge. We are going to take this beautiful, wonderful, oldest health and wellness story. Oh, truly. I mean, really think about that. The oldest health and wellness story. As Gord says, it's the OG essential oil. It is the essential oil. Think about that for a moment. It is the essential oil. And nobody has run and grabbed hold of it and told the full story from leaf to the fruit extract to the extra virgin olive oil for consumption, but also for skincare. We're going to do that. Sorry for the noise. That's my dog shaking around here. My dog got okay, guys. My dog got kicked by a deer the other day, and the poor guy, he's got the cone of shame. I don't know if you've ever had to have your dog with the cone of shame. That's why he's making all this noise. Blue, it's okay. Go sit down. So, anyways, great to be here, guys. We're going to kick this off with a video. Matt, thank you for being here. We're going to kick this off with it. Well, I'm going to turn it right over to Gordon and Curtis. and let's start rocking and rolling, because I think we're ready to go, guys. We've got a good group here. The biggest group we've had so far is here tonight.
It's good. Okay, you can hear me, Joe? You can hear me okay? Okay, excellent. All right, thanks for the thumbs up. Hey, it is November 11th, 11/11. I should probably say, Joe just outed the Leafs score. I didn't look at the thread, Joe, the hockey thread, because I'm here at the office. But it is November 11th, and if you're watching anything in Canada right now, it is Remembrance Day, and it's also Veterans Day here in the United States. So an extra gratitude to all the amazing folks that served in the military. Thank you, gratitude from my heart to yours.
And in Canada,
Canadians,
we say, lest we forget, right, Gordon? Lest we forget, and we wear a poppy.
Yeah, I
a beautiful
infused a little bit of the Canadian culture on the office here. For other Canadians on the line, the poppy is what everybody wears this time of year in gratitude. And so I got some for the States. Curtis got one.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
I'm representing.
Sure. I can see Adams. Yeah. Anyway, thank you. A little picture I came across this week. I think it's pretty great. Rachel doesn't like me to show it because she's just a little bit pregnant in this photo. She was pregnant with Joshua, but me and Rachel, and by the way, it's my wife's birthday. I should probably say that if there's a weird chance that she's watching tonight, I would be awful if I didn't recognize the fact that November 11th is really important because it's Rachel's birthday. So this particular picture was taken in Tuscany, and there's Ray and Cheryl and Rachel and I. And so I just thought I would kick off with a little comment about gratitude. And Ray and I were riffing tonight earlier today about the crazy adventure to get us to this point. Tonight, we are going to try to jam about 7 pounds of flour into a 3-pound bag. For those of you who are not in the States, pounds, it's just, we're still stuck not in the metric system, okay? So back then, a million years ago, we used pounds. But with everything we've done on this adventure, Ray and I waxed a little bit philosophical for a conversation that happened this morning. But with everything we've done on this adventure, it's been to bring ourselves as close as is humanly possible to the people who are going to be representing our company and our brand and our products. There has been a ridiculous amount of transparency. You guys get to see warts and all, what it's like to start one of these things. And I was like, you know what? Why not? This industry has become a little bit bloated and people don't trust it. I was like, let's just full transparency, wet paint and all. You're seeing wet paint tonight. There is literally, and I know how to use that term properly, unlike my kids, literally wet paint outside this door. There's drop cloth all the way around the corner. Ashley hates the color of blue that was in her office. So, and it's in parts of this building. So it's being painted right now. It's wet. With this black jacket on, I don't even lean against the wall because it's
danger.
Exactly. Curtis is wearing the right color if he leans against the wall. So this week, just to let you know, this is our launch week. So this will be a different course of action this week than our normal call. We will be having a call on Thursday afternoon. Did you announce the time? Can I announce the time?
You can announce
2 o'clock?
2 o'clock. Mountain
Am I announcing it right now?
Do it, sure.
2 o'clock Mountain Time. So let it be written, so let it be done. We have a lot of things to unpack. There is a website that shows you. Curtis is going to give you a tease about that.
Well, so normally Thursdays, we started Thursdays at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. We normally do our PREMIO Pay compensation plan call. This Thursday, 2 p.m. will be a little bit of a different call. We'll explain that as the night progresses.
I think my wife actually listened to this call tonight. She sent me a text, so I mentioned her. Okay, thank you, Curtis. So tonight, by the way, there's all kinds of stuff coming this week, guys. We have discussions about swag. We've been asking about it. Ray makes sure to be using a coffee mug that he acquired in a former life, and so he reminds us every week that, or with this pen. So we have both are going to be coming here in quick order. Products. We had a very big moment this week where the very first packaging came off the line. And I think, okay, this is one of the few that we pulled out of the box before we sent it off to the manufacturer, because we are right now we're part of this is the thing. When you get into the packaging of product, usually we're not the middlemen in between, but the product packaging was shipped here while they were being encapsulated in one part, and then, oh my gosh. I have a little quick video. And when I say quick video, it will be the video that we will be kicking off these type of calls with in the future. This is really wet paint because the CGs that fly into this video, the character generations, the computer generated graphics, are not even in this version because Curtis and I couldn't transfer in time for this call. But there's a common question that happens, including Donna asked me this week. Is it Oliabo or Oliabo? And I said, it's potato, because if you are from the United States, we have the olive. If you're from Italy, it's oliva. So either one are applicable, but we thought we'd do a little teaser thing that shows the first products coming off our production line and just a little hint to something. I think I got a slide. Wait. Oh, what did I do?
You didn't do anything. I was about to take over with that video.
Dude, wait. I still got another slide. That's the first one out of the box. Curtis, you were on the phone. Sorry, brother.
That's okay.
We had a photographer
As soon as I lose, you know.
We had a photographer here. I did knock on your door, but you gave me the I'm on the phone. So you're not in the video, and we gave all your equity to Ashley. So that's the first package out of the box. And we were wearing we were doing a test of this. So you'll get to see the first products coming off the line, and we'll talk about it in a second. But there is something that I talk about. We show pictures of our the foundation of this company, and I say it's based on the quintessential Italian belief that food and health and community, they're all intertwined. And I pointed something out this week. If you ever know an Italian family in Italy and you go to their house, don't be surprised if there's no living room, because about 90% of the time or more, there's no living room in an Italian house. It's a kitchen with an area that you have breakfast and a dining room, and they're all part of one big area. When you get together in an Italian household, you get together over a dinner table with an eyesight view to the kitchen. And so I thought, okay, what better way to show lifestyle footage? Well, let me just leave it at that. I'm sorry you don't get the CGs, but you do see a few products coming off the line. It'll be a way to kick off officially this launch week, okay? So, video. Let's see if Murphy is alive and well and living in Murray, Utah tonight. As this gin is really good tonight. Drinking out of my mug.
Just get the audio here.
This is the transparency that you get with a startup. So here's the thing. If we get A and B.
Give me thumbs up if it's working.
Okay. Tell us if you got sound too, by the way.
Oh no.
Nope. No sound.
Not quite yet.
You're right though.
Well, it's because I need to change the file format. So
Okay.
you keep talking.
I'm gonna keep talking? Okay, I'm gonna do. It's open mic night. I'm gonna start riffing here for a second while we're doing this. As I mentioned, there will be swag. Ray, you'll be so happy. I know, brother. I see you a reminder every week on the call. We have coffee mugs, and they'll be okay. I'm not even gonna ruin it. I tell Ray every once in a while. I want to have some surprises for you as well. So there will be a few coming this week. Web. Ashley has been. If you see right now, Ashley has to use her own oils around her. Well, I've caused Ashley a wrinkle or two in the last 3 weeks, but Ashley has been working feverishly with, of all people, my cousin and one of her friends on the other side of the ocean to help build the web. Oh, I see.
You try.
We'll talk about that in a second.
Give me a thumbs up if it's.
Okay, we have sound, okay? Sound? a little, you have to use a little bit of imagination because all the CG that will be coming. That'll be the way that we kick off our calls in the future with a little playful way till you remember the pronunciation of our brand. I think we have a cleaning crew here. Let me tell them. You got it. I'll tell them.
Okay,
Hey, brother. Yeah, thanks. We're okay tonight.
sorry about that.
Luis says he's breakdancing, Curtis. I saw the comment there. I like that.
I love it. I love it. It's hard for me when I hear a good beat. It's hard for me not to. So
My son was actually breaking down how that beat went as a drummer. I think it's pretty cool. But anyway, going forward, just imagine this. It's going to be so much better when the CG flies in. But okay, use a little imagination. All right. Am I back in sharing?
go ahead.
Okay, I can share again.
Yeah.
All right. This is we are actually trying to figure out in the process of this, and we're dang determined to do it, how I can show embedded video. It's in my presentations. Now I gotta figure out how to show my
There's your keynote.
my keynote again. Okay.
And as everyone can see, products in production. It's going well.
Yeah, that the beginning of that video was real production going on.
It
That is
sure
our
was.
product being produced and already off the line. And we
Got a packet in my hand right here.
that's
There you go.
right.
Okay, video done. All right. So for those of you who are new to the world of Oliabo, let me explain something. The product that we're showing right here, Prima, that's coming off the lines, this well, it's actually is it on the line? It's not off the line
Yes,
anymore. It's on the line.
Yes. Mhm. But
Okay.
we have
Sorry, Joe.
some samples from it already. So
All right. Is there a sample? Are we showing our samples? Is that what we're doing?
Got samples right here.
Okay. For those of you who are new to the world of Oliabo, we have found a way to take the bright green light force of the olive, as well as the light force of the olive leaf. And we have two proprietary intellectual property partners in Europe that we have brought them together in a fusion with a product that we call Prima. And if you see here, oh, geez, I don't have the regular slide. Okay, the moment we've been waiting. This is last week's slide. I got them out of order. As I mentioned, Ashley showed us the first ones off the line. These will be going live. We're going to talk about it Thursday, right? Curtis, let me do this.
Yeah.
Okay, and extroversion olive, that's already coming. Actually, we thought that was going to be the holdup. It's going to be here this month as well. So let's do this. The kickoff, the moment that we've been waiting for. We're actually kicking this thing off in full gear this week. Curtis, you want to just give a little quick executive summary of how the week will look to you from your eyes?
Yeah. Do you want me to show this?
Yeah, sure. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Folks might want to see what the back office looks like. And
Yeah. I mean, do you want me to announce kind of what we're doing? And
I think so.
Okay, cool. So, so this week, Thursday, at approximately 2 p.m. Mountain Time, we will be having a call, and I will show anyone who joins that call how the ordering process will work. We will also on Thursday open up about that same time pre-orders for the US only, because we're still, I know that's upsetting for some of you, frustrating. We get it. We're buttoning up a few things on some of the initial international markets that we're looking to open up in, as far as proper shipping fees, taxes, and duties. We want to make sure we're not messing that up. And so we should be opening up quickly mid next week in Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, some other of those initial markets that we're opening up in. Understandable that you might be frustrated and upset about that timing, but realize that the product will ship in 2 to 3 weeks to all of you who will have that initial chance to order in this next week or two here. So, US, Thursday.
Everybody Thursday. We're just the ones that, we go live with US.
We go live with US pre-orders on Thursday, right? We're trying to be very careful. As Gordon said, you're seeing a lot of wet paint. We're showing you the whole process of this startup world that we've been living for this last year. And now we're getting into this next phase. And so we want to make sure we're very careful in how we're rolling things out to make sure that we can take care of everybody in each of the markets that we want to open up in, and we want to do a good job and not shoot ourselves in the foot and end up having those doors closed in those markets that we might open up in if we do it the wrong way. So we're trying to be very careful and very thoughtful about that
Big
process.
part of it is the taxation, okay? Like,
Yep.
here's the thing.
Taxes and duties.
Yeah,
Get
you
that
want to
right.
make sure we get those down right. So that's why I say kickoff week, okay?
Kickoff week. Anyway, so exciting. Thursday, we will open pre-orders for the US. At 2 p.m., we will have a call so that, one, we will launch at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. 2 p.m. Mountain Time, we will open up the new back office, which I will share with you now. And at that point in time, we will have a call for those who would like to join the call. You'll be able to find that information on the website. I'll update that information tonight or tomorrow morning. And we'll also send out an email on Thursday with the information to join that call. We will then walk through and show you how you can initiate a pre-order through your back office. Replicated websites will be showing up in a couple of weeks. Those will be the sites that would be like Oliabo/your name, right? That would be your replicated website. Those will show up in about 2 weeks. So initially, you'll be able to do your orders and continue to sign people up through the back office. Let me share my screen so you can see that. So if you want to join the call and walk through it with us so you can see how that happens, that's great. If you want to just jump into your back office at 2 p.m., you can just jump into your back office at 2 p.m. Mountain Time and go for it yourself. But let me share my screen so you can see what I am talking about here.
While you're sharing the screen, I should probably explain that this room right here has been, like, this thing is thick, elbow to elbow in here with mostly guys, maybe Ashley tested a few things, but everybody testing all the points of weakness. It's like when you watch Jurassic Park and that one Velociraptor is like testing the parameter to see where there's weakness. Yeah, we do that with our own firewalls. Do you like that analogy? Just pulled that out for
It's
you.
great. It's great. I love that.
Okay.
Okay, can you see the back office here? Okay,
Yep.
I gave you a little sneak peek of this last week. So this is the new back office. This is my back office. I'm off to a slow start here, not really getting much done
You're
yet
gonna
as
have
far as
three.
the sign up. So now this is just my test account. So testing things. This is how you would send somebody that's a brand rep or a builder, a brand rep, an affiliate, a wellness professional, somebody that wants to sell product. You could send them this link and they can enroll. A customer, that's somebody that's just going to be purchasing product and consuming product. They're not building or generating a check. You can send them this link. When the replicated websites come out in a couple of weeks, there'll be another box that opens up right here that will show your replicated website. It would be something like oliabo.com/your name or some other name or username that you could choose. You can also initiate a quick enroll. That's if you know somebody that you know they want to enroll and you want to just have the system send them an email. You can click quick enroll and then you can fill out their information and the system will send them an email. They can then log in, accept the terms through that process. Shop. This is where you would go to initiate a shopping situation. Before I go there, I'm going to show you, I don't have anybody in my holding tank, but this is where you would go to move people around who are in your holding tank, and you can then start placing them. So this is ready to go. If I had actually more people in my organization, you'd be able to see what that looks like. But it's basically, it basically looks like this, where each one is a line item, and then there's a drop-down menu here where you can search for who you want to place them, the ID or the email address of the placement where you want them to be. Anyway, shop. So you'll be able to go to shop. You'll be able to then choose the products that you want to order.
Curtis, what is this thing you're calling
What is
VIP 365?
This.
Your own logo for.
Yes. This is a way, so for those of you that want an elevated, if you want to unlock an elevated Oliabo experience, then you're going to want to get the VIP 365 membership. So this will give you unlimited free shipping on every order. It'll give you exclusive access to unique product promotions, early info on new product launches, surprise swag gifts throughout the year, and just an overall elevated experience. So I would suggest if this is something you're interested in, it's an annual membership. And so if you want that, I would suggest purchasing that first, because the way that the shopping cart is set up right now, you need to purchase that on its own in its own separate shopping cart checkout. We'll refine that so that it will work easier in the future, but initially you would add that to the shopping cart. You would then go through the checkout process with that on its own, okay? And then you would come back and then buy your products so that then you can get that free shipping applied because you then have the Oliabo VIP 365 membership. So,
This is why you got it in the order. This is good.
yes, yeah. So you can check out here, you can add it to cart. You can then choose whether or not you want it to be a subscription, or if you want it to just be a one-time purchase, you can make those decisions, right?
Oh, that's slick. By the way,
Yeah.
I'm seeing some of this for the first time right now too. Okay, so
Something to note here, we mentioned this, but something to note, the one-time purchase on Prima, for example, is 100 QV value. The subscription, we give you a QV bump because we want to encourage you to get those subscriptions. One, you get a QV bump. Two, it makes it simpler to qualify each month for your rank positions. And three, it makes it easy to keep those health benefits by having the products just constantly, consistently delivered to you automatically without you having to remember. So this is all real. I've done my own purchases already through this multiple times. We've tested it. This is ready to rock and roll. So it's very exciting. And this is what you'll be able to do on Thursday in the US with initial markets internationally next week. So very exciting. Again, 2 p.m. Mountain Time US, Thursday. That's when we will open the doors for US. Anyone's welcome to join that call. You can join the call to walk through it. We can also do an open Q&A session then. If people are having any challenges or trouble, we'll be there to help troubleshoot right then live on the spot. Or if you're ready to go, just log into your back office, which this will then be your new back office. And you can just go right here to this shop button and get in and get going. You can also then start moving people around that are in your holding tank to do positioning. So that's a huge part of this launch week that we've been working towards for so many months together.
I will. The Curtis. Wow. By the way, some folks, I know this might surprise you, but some of the stuff those visuals, like this Mylar packet, you have the right photo. I don't know. It was in the last minutes of this afternoon.
Another thing to note here is that, and this is available in your current back office version as well. If you go to resources, you can see things like, independent representative logos. They're not displaying because I haven't loaded them in this version. You can see logos. You can get links to different videos. There's a link that will link you to the Vimeo site that has all of our videos. There's a link to our presentation decks. So the resources we will continue to populate with more content and more info and more videos to allow you to have resources and tools and information to grow with Oliabo. So there it is.
The robots. You've trained the robots well. Good job, partner. You don't want me in charge of the robots because I'm not good with the robots. I will ask a question. Actually, I'm going to lead the witness. I already know the answer. So, Club Grand. The Club Grand announcement, it was the first 1,000 people in with an order. And we talked about the way it is. We called an audible today because Curtis, I completely agree, by the way. If we are not 100% on the way that one or two little widgets work for our foreign markets, we want to get that right. So the estimate is going to be Tuesday, but on those of folks who are on the line from other countries, the Club Grand will be honored the second your order goes through. And if the number happens to be 1,026 or 1,000 to accommodate the foreign folks, we'll be strict on the US, but like for the foreign folks, yes, flexible.
Yep.
Flexible.
Yeah, I mean, we really appreciate everyone's effort that's here, right? You're all here at the beginning, and many of you have been here for months working through this with us and watching and supporting. And so we want to make sure that you know that we're going to take care of you, and that those international markets, as we open up, we'll definitely make sure we provide the ability for you to be a part of those initial clubs, and make sure that we're showing our love for you and that recognition that you definitely deserve.
Yep. Just I feel like I'm an anchor man where I have to sip out of my swag. So
Yeah, I mean, I want to take.
Oh, are you gonna do this?
I'm doing this.
Okay, he's taking his actual supplements right now.
So this literally is like one of the first packets here off the line.
Well, it's kind of because it has a zip top because
Yeah.
the ones off the line are they're in another.
But this is Prima right here in my hands. Prima. The two soft gel caps,
Are this mine?
the olivectin cap, which is a proprietary blend of specialized olive leaf extract and olive pulp extract, and Rosa, which is the proprietary blend of lycopene and olive seed
I have a slide
extract,
about that if you want.
or I mean, grapeseed extract. Anyway, we're taking it right now.
Okay. Now watch this, like, this will be the one time in my life when I choke on a capsule live. No problem.
Don't do that. I don't want the highlight.
Dude, in my, my
Gordon,
world, I could
we were
swap-
taking capsules with little kids. I think you can handle these. Hey,
Yeah, I
that
can
felt
swallow
good. That felt good, guys.
I mean, like, seriously, like, we just did a casual, but the reality is like, that's amazing. We've been working towards this for the whole year, and the reality is that, like, I've been taking high phenolic Evo shots for the last 2 years, and I'm so excited to not have to get that punch in the face every day now.
Yeah, well, you got to see the
I'm
reaction
gonna
of
still
Brent
take
Baum, who
mine.
never had that, and then we showed that if you're on a social site that Ashley posted, Brent couldn't keep a poker face.
Yeah, for those who haven't seen that video, please visit our socials. We did a fun tasting of our really high phenolic, very potent extra virgin olive oil. And it's so good for you, but it is a bit of a punch in the face because of how potent it is. And there's a funny video there that shows some good stuff.
If you let me share here, Curtis, I
Yeah,
can share
go for it. Jump
the.
right in.
Okay, I don't know how if I can share anymore. Desktop one. All right, that might not happen. I can't get the wait. Share. Let's try it now. Share. Okay, good.
There you go.
Am I?
It plays there.
I see the play. There we go. All right. So for those of you who are wondering what we're taking here, we show this on every week. The HP Evo, they're 2 soft gel capsules filled with high HP Evo, which is high phenolic extra virgin olive oil infused with rosemary. And by the way, yes, you can chew these if you like. There are those masochists out there, and I know you're out there, that take your vitamin E capsules or your fish oil and you know, break it with your teeth and then we'll eat it. Okay. You can do that with this. If you want to feel the same peppery feeling in the back of your throat, be all go ahead for it.
Yeah, no, I agree. There's one thing to note here. So many of you ask how much is in these capsules, and you're wondering about how much you're going to take over a month or over a year. The important thing to note, it's not the volume. I mean, volume of good quality products is important, but it's the potency of the compounds and the componentry that's in the product, right? This is not just a high quality extra virgin olive oil in the soft gels. It's a high quality, high phenolic extra virgin olive oil that is also targeted to be high in oleocanthal, which is one of those really potent polyphenols that has all these incredible benefits that we're talking about. So the focus is on the high quality, high potency of the componentry that we're putting in to these products.
Yes. And the second capsule there, olivectin, is our proprietary blends, and then the rose at the bottom. And I think I'm not going to go through those because we've done it before, but I will say this, because you're going to start to see this live and in person before the month out. People will be having our products in their hands. You'll see this, what we call the our Minerva seal of authenticity. And it's our promise of purity, quality, and trust. All the products that we represent undergo multiple rigorous inspections. If you don't believe my mouth, just read it, because I'm reading off the slide myself right now. Before earning the Minerva seal of authenticity. And this is our way of saying that there's an awful lot of QC that goes into the delivery of this product. And when you get our extra virgin olive oil, which is something that you'll have the option of buying as well, it comes with a certificate of authenticity as well. We know where these products are grown, picked, washed, pressed before they're sent to the United States. They're extra virgin olive oil derivatives. We know from start to finish where this process comes from. This is very important, by the way, to Italians and to very soon to North Americans. I will finish this off tonight. We have 2 other people that are very talented on the line tonight that we're going to segue to, but I'm trying to think, did we forget anything before I go forward?
I mean, there's probably a million things we could talk about. So
This is not a normal call.
This is not a normal call.
We can't walk out here right now. Normally there's like these sheets and stuff like this. So the other side of the other conference room, you guys, if you can just imagine the visual I'm about to paint, there is a comp plan video that's halfway done that's being shot on the other side of this wall, and the videographer is gone up through the ceiling tiles and dropped lighting and microphones. It looks like a scene from RoboCop, okay? It's the only way I can describe this. And there was somebody in the meeting today who goes, why are you referencing RoboCop? What does that mean? I was like, okay, you have to watch the movie. It looks like it's like some post-apocalyptic office building with tiles opened up. And anyway, my younger brother Joe here kind of made infamy in about 2002, 2003 in another company, and when he said it's safe to dream again. For folks that are building a home-based business who may have been let down by infrastructure that was less than optimal in companies in the last couple of years, that's something that we've taken very seriously. One of the things that we wanted to do with this opportunity is let you all know, like, you get to see it. We cracked the door and decided the way that we're going to do this is get a chance to see right up in our faces what it's like for us to start one of these things. For the local folks here, that we have a lot of folks locally in this area. They come in and they get to try the olive oil. They get to see our furrowed brows some days when we're stressing about the state of the computer or the state of the supply chain. And all of that we do just so I want this to feel like it is a community. And Joe mentioned the word community last week quite a bit, and talking about the fact that we wanted to open this up where we are sharing information again as a corporation with our representatives and our customers out in the field, and also the other way around. Many of you realize that you can have an audience directly with any of us about your input, and a lot of the input is directly in the products that we're about to unleash on the world. And I say unleash. If you see the math that we're looking at right now, it's about to grow like a rabbit farm on a hormone diet. And I'm very proud of that. So the fact that it's safe to dream again, is it perfect? No. I'm going to tell you something, myself included, and some of the other folks that are on the executive team, and many of you in the field, we've been part of big companies. I've been part of it. This is an organic startup. So if you expect all the bells and whistles it's like when you start a little mom and pop boutique, you do not have all the bells and whistles of the big box companies. That will happen in very quick order. But there is something that you have to scale. There's no sense in having a whole bunch of people doing nothing at the moment. You'll have a lot of infrastructure here in the coming weeks and months. But for the next, at least for the beautiful time right now, I said, Ray and I were talking today, and I said this. Ray, sorry, it's probably not politically correct, but Ray's like, we got such a good feng shui right now. We got such a good vibe. And I was like, oh, enjoy the moment, because with growth comes all of the fun noise. But at the moment, I'm loving our kumbaya vibe. Donna, I mean that. I was saying that to Ray this morning. So, all right, safe to dream again.
I think.
Oh, wait, Tommy's got a slide there. That's not.
I think as part of that, Gordon, while you're kind of getting set up for the next phase here, the back office will continue to evolve. Right now, you won't be able to set up all aspects of your wallet yet. We're working on that, but the reality is that we won't be doing initial payouts till we're shipping product, right? So you won't see the full accumulation of your actual commissions. You won't be able to fully set up your wallet yet. That'll all be happening in the next couple of weeks, so that then when it's time for shipping and it's time for then actually initiating commissions, that'll all be ready to go and ready for you to update. So just know that those updates will continue to be happening throughout the next weeks and months, and I'm sure years, but you'll see those continual improvements as we go. And by all means, make sure when you're finding things that don't look quite right, or that seem confusing, or that are off, or maybe broken, let us know so that we can fix those things, right? We're dedicated to doing all that we can, to working at least as hard as you are to help you be as successful as possible. So this is a partnership. We're not just corporate and the field, right? Oliabo is us together. That's what creates the magic. That's what creates the experience. That's why this is such a beautiful world and community of network marketing. So help us, we help you, we thrive and succeed and grow together.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, our little Curtis is learning this space pretty fast. I know you've been an affiliate, but you realize really quickly that this is affiliate with a whole exponential level to it. And folks, thank you. By the way, I make the mistake of glancing over at my phone and forgetting I'm on this thing, and Thank you, Mimo, and all the folks that are sending me nice emails. We have two and texts. We have two superstars on the line here that are one's not in this town. He's in I believe right now, Florida or Oklahoma. That's Ray. He'll be finishing up the call. But we also have somebody that is not even on this continent. He's on an island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Well, it's part of the Philippines, but I hope Malcolm is there. I haven't seen his icon, but I'm going to intro him. So we're about to find out, and he will be speaking.
He's there. He's right.
All right. Okay. I see Malcolm. Malcolm, let me give you an intro before I have you come on. I got to meet Malcolm several weeks ago when he was introduced to me, and he's for the much of his life has been a full-time entrepreneur. And the weirdest thing, the point of connection is that he had a business for a while where he was exporting Ford pickup trucks from Alberta, Canada to the United States. There's a very good chance that I bought one of those pickup trucks because I bought a pickup truck, a Ford, gently used from Alberta. And he's like, that's what I did. Mate, I think is what he said. His life is ridiculously exciting to listen to. Somehow he's overlapped with celebrities and world-class athletes, and he's owned land all over the world, including Utah at some point, right, Malcolm? And then also Phuket, Thailand. And right now, as he's speaking to us, unless he's calling from somewhere else other than his home, he's sitting on an island, and imagine this scene. You're about to see him. But Malcolm, hopefully your mic's on, brother. Are you there tonight?
Yeah, my mic's on.
Excellent.
you
Excellent.
go.
I saw a picture of you this week. It was like probably a few years old, but you had a different hairstyle and you were wearing a suit, and I didn't even recognize you. So, welcome to this call.
I haven't worn
I
a
gotta ask
suit
you,
in
brother,
years.
living on an island in the Philippines, how in the heck did you hear about Oliabo?
Well, you mentioned the other guy on the call, Ray, and he said, come Tuesday night, I want you to jump on a call. And I went, well, who am I jumping on a call with? And he went, Gordon and Joe Morton. And back in the day, I was doing another juice company, and you guys were the top. You guys were what? We were all striving. You were crushing it. $1 billion company, the fund, all the leaders I knew in that. And I went, absolutely. I had no idea what he was talking about. He didn't tell me anything about a product, nothing. I just went, if it's the Morton boys, I'm in. And lucky for me, there was Curtis and Ashley on that same call.
Oh, it was fabulous. And by the way,
It was a few months ago, actually.
It was now when you think about it, right? I said weeks, but it's been probably 2-3 months now. Hey, I'm just going to brag on you for a second. You've had an outrageous amount of success in all kinds of businesses in your life, but what do you look for? What is success to you? Like, what is it that you're looking for when you evaluate a business opportunity?
Other people winning. That's the key, right? You guys there have had all the money in the world. It's fun, but it's not fulfilling. So I look for owners who've got the right motive. They got the right vision, right? That's really important. And that vision's got to be success for other people. That's the key to the whole thing. So what does that mean? Products that work. That's one of them, right? Products that work quickly, but the product has to solve whatever it is, right? And so in health and wellness, the product's got to solve that something that they wish they could change in their life, right? The issues that customers have, that's really to better their lives. That's the first key. But, that begins with you guys, the owners, before you even have the products. Because if you haven't got owners with the right intention, we know what happens. We've all been there, right? I guess the next thing is, we love to better our lives, but the money side of it. And I'm just so tired of, I'm not even going to go there. The rewards, as in the money, right? They got to be something everybody can attain. That's very, very key, because that's what drives me. That middle class, right? There's a middle class in society. There's a middle class in network marketing. So that gal that's making $400 extra a month, $600 extra a month, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, $4,000. That's got to be the bulk of the company. Those, handful of thousands of dollars a month. And if you got a pay plan that allows that, there's not a bunch of hoops to jump through, then I'm all for that, because here's a tip. If you're in business for yourself, folks, your income is in direct correlation to the servitude you give others. And if you've got owners and a product, but there's a pay plan that steps on that and stops that, that's not it. So that's the other thing I look for. Yeah, I really, I saw it. Like, we didn't even cover the product of the pay plan. We did that the following Tuesday.
Yeah.
Right?
Matter of fact, I think you were the second person in the planet for me to tip the cards to. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was herky jerky because I'm still putting together the slide deck, eh? So, okay, hey, I'm gonna lead the witness a little bit here, Malcolm, on this last question here. But I saw a clip of you talking about this, and I have to ask you. The question I'm going to ask you is, like, if there was advice you could give to somebody starting out in the wellness space. But I'm just going to tell you, I saw you riffing about the word decision, and it was so gripping that I thought I actually sent you a text a little bit ago saying, "Do you mind if I ask you this question tonight?" Do you mind if you kind of unpack what you were saying on that video?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, let's talk about decisions. What Curtis and you guys were just sharing, it's coming up to decision time, right? And everybody knows me as Surfing Life. That's kind of my lifestyle. It's my business style. So look, I'll take a couple minutes with you, help you guys get your feet set squarely on your surfboard. We're going to go surfing. We'll drop into a wave of success. How about that? What I share, if you really pay close, it's going to superfly your business. It'll superfly your mind. So come on, let's paddle into a wave of your life. And that decisions, you see, we make decisions in our mind. We all have a choice. We've done that before. Decisions, choice. I'm going to give you a difference here. The choice, I might try something. Guess what happens? You always regret that. Or you didn't even try, right? And you wished you had. But the real decision that matters is, and for you guys out there, have you made the choice to try this business? Or did you make the decision to crush this business with Oliabo? Let's think about what I just asked. Your choice is going to determine your success in this business, but it's going to also determine the lack of success you got. Now, and most people never even think about there's such a heartfelt, intense difference between the two, choice and decision. Try Oliabo, crush Oliabo. Choice or decision. Choice, you can change that. Choices are weak. They're a weak selection. They're weak direction. They're a weak move. They're a weak effort. I tell you what choice can do. Choice can put your business on cold ice. And for all the wrong reasons, it can go cold, but it went cold because it went wrong because it's cold. See, choice is not power. It's temporary. Choice is not rock solid. A rock slide, that can change your course anytime. But if you make choices in your life, they carry like a weaker impact on success. But a decision, think about decision from here. It's in the heart. It's unalterable. Decisions tear into the excuses. Decisions tear into the lies. They tear into the lack, the limit. A decision, it'll rip all that out of your heart. It'll rip those excuses, the lies, the lack, the limit. It will focus you on what you need to do and what you must do. And you know what that is? Build your business, build your life, build your wealth. Choice and decision, when you front people, prospects, candidates, power, people, you approach them, they respond very differently to a decision. You're taken more seriously. They feel your presence. You're different when you talk. They sense you're just not trying this business. You're actually engaging in a manner that'll bring you results that you're demanding yourself, right? So decisions will take you to the top of the mountain. Choice, they'll take you to a place you can look towards the top. I'll ask you a question. Which one do you want to do? You want to be on the top of the mountain? Or you want to just be looking up? Which do you deserve? Which one do you want power with? Or which one carries weakness? Decide and let no one, not the lackers, not the limiters, the minimizers of life, let no one get in your way. Let no one stop you. Because what you got here, you can build $1 million Oliabo business, $1 million Oliabo income, and $1 million lifestyle. So take that advice I'm just giving you. Paddle into your wave of extraordinary. Think about that. It's always, and you can reach for the impossible.
Man, I'll tell you, and I just for those of you who didn't catch this part about his introduction, you probably dawn patrol every day, brother. Do you surf every day? Can I ask?
Yeah, I was talking to Joe. It's pretty small, but the typhoons we've been having, we've been getting some swell. So
Good for you. So when you see this, like you're talking to somebody.
Yeah, the other day.
Yeah, it's we have when we get together in a big group, Malcolm, I'm gonna lead you to share some of your surf experiences. But brother, thank you so much. And dead on, ignorance on fire beats knowledge on ice, folks. And I'm living proof of that. I was lucky enough to be around people like Malcolm and Ray, who I'm about to introduce. And it was times you guys. If you've met my wife, you'll realize that I'm a very good salesman. Okay. She's an absolutely great human being, and I'm a good salesman. That's how that works. But I had one time sponsored Ray Heron frontline to me in a company many years ago. And I heard the phrase at that time, ignorance on fire beats knowledge on ice. You can have somebody with the utmost ability to download scientific data, but unless they're on fire, people won't come for miles to feel the heat. And so that being said, I have my good friend Ray Heron on the line here. I never missed the opportunity to express gratitude to him because many years ago I was lucky enough to cross paths with him. And one of the things that he likes to share is success leaves clues. And when he told me that, I realized that every time I talked to Ray, I was getting clues to be kind of a better human being. And that being said, Ray, I think you're in Florida. Are you in Oklahoma or you're Florida right now?
Well, Gordon, I'm actually in Italy. Can't you see my background here?
Hear that, Ray?
Can you hear me?
Take her away, brother. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Actually, this is my attempt at AI, folks. I'm playing around with AI, and I've got this background up here tonight, and I kind of impressed myself. So I'm fortunate to even be on this Zoom here tonight, playing around with AI, right? Gordon, thank you, brother, for the telephone call. I'll get into that in a minute. But, before I start here tonight, I want to reemphasize what Gordon said. Happy Veterans Day to all you veterans on the call here, the Zoom here tonight. Young people, if your mom or your dad served in the military, I encourage you to give them a great big hug tonight and thank them for their service, because I can assure you that without their sacrifices, we wouldn't have the opportunities that we have today. Having said that, Mr. Malcolm Wallace, brother, my mentor taught me this. He says, look, if it's been said well, said just borrow it. Why would you stay up all night long trying to figure out a better way to say it? So, Malcolm, I'm going to study your speech here tonight until I own it myself. It was fabulous. I appreciate you so much, Malcolm. Believe me, I do. I see your dedication, the hard work that you put into this every day. Malcolm and I do a couple of Zooms every week, mostly Malcolm. I just come along and say a few things, but Malcolm, you're the best. Appreciate you. This whole organization is going to learn to love you and appreciate all the hard work that you put into this. I want to say happy birthday, Rachel, if you're listening. I love you. And you're right, Gordon, you're a good salesman. Everybody, I hope you agree with me. Send up some hearts, whatever. I appreciate this executive team like you can't possibly imagine. And Gordon and Joe and certainly Kent and Adam, all you guys were around when we opened the other big company, the big success that we had. And if you want to know what a train wreck looks like when we opened the doors in that company, I think we had about 16 fax machines. It was a different time. I get it. 16 fax machines plugged into one another. And I can recall days where we had hundreds of applications faxed into the company, and then we'd get a call. The fax machines ate the applications. So we'd have to start over and do it again. So yeah, we'll have a few bumps, but we won't have bumps like we had back then. I'm not getting any feedback. Can everybody hear me all right?
You're good.
Okay, good. So I know what it's like. This is a startup with a little different time, but I promise you folks, I mean, if you could see this, I could see it clearly. I know the outcome of this one before we ever start. I've never had the good fortune of knowing that for 40 years that I've been in the network marketing industry. Most all of you know my story. I got started in this industry 40 years ago, a long time, not a young guy. My mentor taught me that if you just give it your all, your absolute all, like your life depended on it. Well, mine really did, if you know my story. Poor guy from Oklahoma, dead broke, struggling, 3 kids, another one on the way. He said, give it all you got for 90 days, find the right opportunity at the right time. I assure you, Oliabo is the right opportunity at the right time. Give it 90 days like your life depended on it. I'll never forget it. After 3 months' time, my income was over $5,000 a month. That don't sound like a lot. I felt like a rich man back in those days. I wasn't. But if you're dead broke, 5,000 is a lot of money. Still a lot of money today. But 40 years ago, $5,000 a month. After 90 days, just 90 days, a poor boy without an education. I was making more money after 90 days than all my friends that had high paying jobs. So I know personally, very personally, what this industry can mean to people that take advantage of a brand new opportunity. You get one opportunity in life to be first with an opportunity like this. One chance. And the timing, it couldn't be better. These products, they couldn't be better. This compensation plan couldn't be better. This executive team, this corporation couldn't be better. I mean, I've spent a lifetime, it seems like most of my life, analyzing this industry. I've spent the last 8 years looking for what I have my hands around tonight. I'd made, most of you know, you've heard this story. 32 of the 40 years I've been in this industry, I earned more money than a poor boy from Oklahoma could ever dream of. Changed my life drastically. It fulfilled my dreams for my children. I never wanted them to repeat the life that I had growing up and all the embarrassing moments because of the lack of money. My kids had a wonderful life, great educations. They're all doing fantastic today. Thank you, God. Good friend of mine says, is it odd or is it God? In my case, I know it was God. I think it's God again. Thank you for this opportunity called Oliabo. Well, for 8 years, 32 years, knocking it out of the park. For 8 years, struggling, trying to find something that fulfilled me. I love this industry. I love working with people. I'm like Malcolm. I like to help people succeed. It just does things for my soul to watch people exceed and do well in this business and rise from poverty to fortune like what happened to me. So I couldn't find anything that really interested me. Most of these companies, I don't believe in them. There's a few good companies out there, but they're old companies, mature companies. Wasn't for me. I decided, because of my good fortune, to live in 4 different places in the world, and decided to downsize my life a bit. Moved to Oklahoma, where I have a home on a golf course. Decided I'd just work on my golf game, knowing that it wasn't going to get any better. I wasn't very fulfilled. And then I got the call from my good friend, Gordon Morton. I know the whole Morton family, known them for over 30 years. Gordon and I have been in business, as he mentioned, long before even the Zango Corporation. So I trust these guys completely. I mean, Kent, Adam, all of you. Trust them completely, knew exactly what the future was going to be with Gordon. He calls me, he starts talking to me about these phenomenal products and what they were going to be able to do with them and how it was going to change people's lives. And boy, he had me at hello, but I mean, he really had me after he began to tell me the story. So all of a sudden I had a spring in my step. Malcolm, you talk about decisions. I want to announce this to you here tonight. Here's a decision that I've made. I went from giving up and saying, okay, my career in this industry is over with, and I'm not going to be too fulfilled for the rest of my life. I'm going to miss doing the thing that I love the most, and I'm going to retire, move to Oklahoma, try to play golf. Well, after getting this phone call, getting involved with Oliabo, made the decision, the first property to go. This is what a decision will do for you. The first property to go, I'm going to get rid of the place I was going to retire in. Life is full of irony, isn't it? So I'm all in. I'm all in. I want you to get all in, folks. You just can't imagine. Here's what I know. I've lived it. Human beings are capable of the most incredible things, and you just don't know it. You just don't know it. I didn't know it. I mean, 1/3 of my life, I just fumbled through life, dead broke, behind in all my bills all the time, struggling, struggling, struggling. Money's the least of all values, I believe, but it becomes about the most important thing in the world when you don't have enough of it. All you can think about are the people that you love and you care about and you feel responsible for. If you don't have enough money, it occupies your mind 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can't sleep, you can't eat. I mean, it is troublesome. I'm telling you, if you got any financial challenges and you're here tonight, you'll have no excuse. If you go for it, give it everything you got, I promise you, you're going to win, and you're going to win big with this company. This one's here to last. I know how it's going to end. So I want you to start with believing in us, believing in Oliabo, and giving it your best shot. Promise you, you're going to be successful. Well, I can't promise you're going to be successful. That comes with the decision that Malcolm was talking about. You decide. That's where success always starts. You decide. When you decide, it drives you. It's activity is the only thing that produces results. Picking up the phone call, talking to the people. We all have 25 to 50 people that believe in us, they like us, and they trust us. You call and present the opportunity. We'll help you. You don't have to do it by yourself. Just get one of us on the phone. We'll tell the story. We'll help you get those 3. Love the compensation plan, 3 and me. Could you find 3? Of course you can. You decide to, you will. A friend of mine often says, how many times in your life have you given it anything 100%? I love that phrase, and it's the absolute truth. Just a few times in my life did I give it 100%. My first 90 days in the industry produced $5,000 a month in income. I know at that time I gave it 100%. And a couple of other times in my life, and I promise you, since I got the call from Gordon, I know that I've given it 100%. My telephone, it tells me these days how many hours we spend on the phone. It's pretty much averaging about 16 and a half hours a day, telling the story of Oliabo. That's why you had, we look, it's not me, it's all of us together. I look tonight, and at one time, there's almost 500 people on this call here tonight. And a few of them left early. My mentor would say, who are those people that leave early? Some people have a good reason. They probably have to get some sleep to go to work in the morning. But what a great crowd. What a great opportunity we have. Let me tell you what's damaging in life, whether it's in this industry or in our marriage or whatever. It's just doing less than we're capable of doing. Very damaging. The reverse of that is doing all you can do. A guy named Art Williams said, all you can do is all you can do, but all you can do is enough. You give it everything you got here, I promise you. Is it hard work? Yeah, it is, but it's not real hard work. I know what hard work's like. When I was a young man, I picked cotton for pennies a pound. Pennies a pound. You ever picked up cotton? It don't weigh very much. Picking cotton for pennies a pound, that's hard work. In this industry, it might be hard work, but let me tell you what, it's fun work. It's real fun. It's very gratifying. And when you do all that you can do, it does something for your soul. It does something for your inside. You feel productive. You feel proud of yourself. There's a sense of accomplishment. Go ahead and accomplish your dreams. Just hook your dreams, your desires, whatever they are. Mine was just to give a better life to my family. Whatever yours may be, you hook them up here with Oliabo. You won't be disappointed. We're going to have the time of our life, have fun. I'm looking at the break dancer, Gordon, on the video that you showed in the Italian kitchen. And I'm reminded of our good friend and co-owner of this company, Joe Morton. We had a big group in France one time, and I knew, most of you don't know, Joe was like a professional break dancer. He could break into it tonight. I know he can. He's a tremendous world athlete, this guy. And I had him break dancing for the crowd in I believe Paris, France at the time. And I mean, it was hilarious. Joe will always remember that. Got such great memories. Let's make more memories together. Folks, you're at the right place at the right time. Don't get caught doing less than you can do. And it's all having to do with your decision. Decide to be successful here. We'll help you. And I promise you, we're your number one cheerleader, your number one fan. We'll always be here for you. I assure you, I will always be here for you. Guys, I thank you so very much. I mean, it's been a wonderful evening. This is what we've been waiting for. And andiamo. Thank you.
Andiamo. Thank you, Ray. As always, Ray, unbelievable. You mentioned the breakdancing thing. I watched my brother break. He's right now. He's just shooting us malocchio, Ray. But I watched my brother breakdance at a wedding, his son's wedding a few weeks ago. He still got it. He still got the moves. So I'll leave it with this quote then. The last adventure that of this size that Ray was part of, I occupied an office. This is a less than exciting office. You know, the opportunity is great because the office is less than exciting. The last one, I assure you, was less exciting than this when we started it. And I came into an office that had a picture of a kitten on the wall. It was someone else's office like 2 days before it. And the kitten was hanging and it said like, hang in there, kitty. And so I took the kitty off the wall and I replaced it with a quote from a guy named LL Cool J. When Ray said, okay, so we hear from all kinds of deep philosophical thinkers on most weeks, Jim Rohn and Leonardo da Vinci. I'm going to quote LL Cool J. We're about to take this itty bitty world by storm, and we're just getting warm. Don't call it a comeback. We've been here for years, and we're going to rock our peers, putting suckers in fear. And guys, I'll leave it at that because you don't want a white guy rapping from Utah. It's tragic, but sending love and respect to all of you guys. Gratitude from bottom of my heart. And this Thursday, you're about to see a lot of things. Sound like Trump, a lot. But Thursday afternoon, 2:00. Thank you, everybody.
Look for the
Thank you.
emails, keep it on the website. We'll get that updated so that you have the information. You have the link to the Zoom on Thursday, 2 p.m. Mountain Time. Let's go.
Cheers.
Andiamo, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Andiamo.
Thanks, everyone.
Buonanotte.